Hello there, Cobon Knope here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my first thoughts of The Mandalorian and Grogu. So I got out of the cinema not long ago, so it's kind of just my first reactions to it. Now it is pretty much exactly what you'd expect it to be. Now I can't say I came out of the cinema disappointed, I just came out thinking it went exactly how I thought it was going to go. And I'd say I wouldn't go in with high expectations. Like, I don't think this was big enough in scale to be a Star Wars movie. There weren't really any big stakes, and it wasn't really character focused enough either. I thought maybe a bit of Grogu, but I'll touch upon that. Now I'll try and keep this spoiler free, although there's not really much to spoil if you've seen the trailer, but just so this doesn't sound all negative. Like, I did enjoy the film. I'll go through the positives to begin with. So the action was pretty good. Din is quite a beast, to be honest, in some scenes, especially the opening scene. And the action sequences, for the most part, were pretty entertaining. I think Grogu was definitely the highlight of the movie, though. The puppeteering is just incredible and seems to have even improved since the Mandalorian series. Like, it has a lot of cute moments, which are clearly made for the audience. Like, some of them did feel a little forced. But I did really enjoy the scenes where he became independent. I suppose that was the theme of the film, if there was one. He definitely gains independence, has a bit more skill, and overall it's just a joy to watch, I think. There was a lot of creatures in the film as well. You see most of them in the trailer, so I'm not really spoiling anything here, but all the creatures from the arena being based on the Jarek board. Some of them were very over-the-top CGI, I thought. Yeah, lots and lots of creatures. I just wish more of them were puppetry, because Grogu and the Anzellans just look incredible. Like, they are real, they are right there, you know, when you're watching it. Whilst a lot of the creatures, you just tell they're not really there, and because of that, the stakes don't feel as high. Like, I know obviously the CGI is impressive, but I just don't think you could beat puppetry. Now, Rot of the Hutt really surprised me. I won't go into too much detail, but I did enjoy his character. It's just insane that he's even in the film. Yeah, his character is very likeable. I did enjoy whenever he was on screen. The visuals were decent as well. I still don't think they quite compare to the other Star Wars films, but there wasn't over-reliance off the volume. Like, most of the places they went to felt real enough. I think the use of returning characters was done well. Like, they didn't feel like cameos, but they didn't steal the show either. So Zeb plays a role and it works for the plot. Like, yeah, it could have been anyone, but it's nice to see a familiar face. And same with Embo. There wasn't really a moment where the camera zooms in and it gives a second for the audience to react or anything. Again, any bounty hunter could have played that role, but for the sake of throwing something in for the fans, I suppose. And I just love Embo's dog as well. I'm very surprised that they actually kept it lore accurate, because his original dog in the Clone Wars, I keep calling it dog, it's an Anuba, sorry. But it's mentioned in one of the Aftermath books that his first Anuba, Marek, died before the New Republic era, and the one in the film sports a new name. So it's always nice when there is canon consistency. The score was pretty good as well, although there's only a couple tracks that really stood out. Overall, it's still pretty good. Now, to move on to the negatives, like I said before, I think the trailer shows way too much. Like, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen the film, essentially. And it kind of spoils some moments as well, because so it's going into minor spoiler territory. But in the trailer, at least, they're kind of hinting towards something bad is going to happen to Din. This might be the last time you're going to see him. And then it gets to that scene in the film. But then I just don't feel a thing, because I'm just going to assume he's going to be in the film later because of stuff we've seen in the trailer. So the one time the film could have had stakes, they just weren't there because of the advertising. But even if it wasn't for that, Din's plot armor is just as strong as his Beskar armor, I suppose. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. I think they're way too scared to kill off any Mandoverse characters. In a similar fashion to the Mandalorian show, a lot of it is just Mando going one place to another just to have like a fight. And like, yeah, the plot advances a little in between. The film definitely relies on the action sequences, which I suppose is because they're relying on just like a casual audience to make the money. I'm assuming the plan is they want the casual audience to come back to cinemas to watch Star Wars, so then when they do branch out a bit, like Starfighter could potentially be something different. It will get the casual viewers back in for Star Wars, I suppose, because of the controversy that surrounds The Last Jedi and the negativity surrounding The Rise of Skywalker. So they just want to get people back into the cinemas, so I kind of see the play. But it's kind of a shame that Star Wars has come to that point. Like, I did enjoy the film, but it just didn't do anything new. I'd say the only development we got was Grogu has become a bit more independent, and that's about it. unfortunately. I don't feel like I need to rush to rewatch it, and if I was to rank all the movies, it probably would come last. I mean, I do enjoy all the Star Wars movies, and I did enjoy this, but I didn't really come out with the same buzz as I would after seeing a Star Wars film in the cinemas. But I can't really say I'm let down either, because it was exactly what I was expecting it to be. And I think the worst part is it doesn't really connect to the show. Like, it doesn't lead into anything. It's just here for the sake of it. But I hope we do get a season 4. Well, I think all the scripts are ready to go. I don't know if all the pre-production's done. But I imagine this will make enough money where I suppose Disney will approve it, or someone will approve it. I also think Sigourney Weaver was wasted. I mean, to cast someone with a legacy like that and not really do much with them. Now, I don't necessarily mean she had to have been in all the action sequences or anything, but some scenes where she can act out and show off her talent would have been nice. And there was surprisingly a lack of women in this film. I noticed Sigourney Weaver's really the only, well, she's the only human one at least. You have one of the twins. I don't know if like Embo's dog is female, but I thought that was odd. That was something I noticed. But yeah, overall, I mean, I don't want to sound negative, but it's exactly what you'd expect. It doesn't really do anything different, and I think this is more aimed towards casual fans, and then shoving in stuff that fans would notice that wouldn't distract the casual audience. So Zeb, for example, or Embo. Like I said before, they could have been any bounty hunters, but they've picked them for the fans, whilst the audience would just think they're cool characters in this like action film they've come to watch. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too sure if I am actually in a rush to watch it again. Maybe I might, just for the sake of doing a more detailed review. But that's all from me in this video. If you've seen the film, let me know what your thoughts are. Did it meet your expectations? Were you disappointed? Were you surprised? Feel free to check the description for links to my socials. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you.